I'm in school, but I didn't know because college. You're supposed to check in the class, so I didn't know
Yeah, we got about 2 more minutes. All right.
I've never tried it, but I know it's hard. What is it, pizza?
Those are always good.
Where do you get that? You know what? Like the real no, you know the that's not mine.
All right. Who wants to show they can do this real quick? They all have a super quick. Go ahead. All right, we'll move on then.
No, John knows it. Go, John. Go, John. Go. You can write it.
Okay. So valence electrons we learned are what? What are valence electrons? Outer core shell of the atom. Right. We have lithium. Lithium has 3 electrons, 2 in the inner shell, 1 in the outer shell. Therefore, lithium has 1 valence electron. Okay. Now fluorine is different. Fluorine is going to have 2 on the inside and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on the outside. So it's got 7 valence electrons. What group is fluorine in?
Group 17.
Plus 10 and 17. Okay? Good. So that's some of the basics behind valence electrons. Now we know that valence electrons, with other atoms and elements, they need to have, well, there's a rule that all elements want to follow. I see lots of cell phones out. Let me see my cell phone.
Cell phone down.
All right. So cell phone gel also means earbuds away. Okay. Anyway, so there's a rule that says that all elements want to have 8 electrons. What's that rule called? That's what we were saying, huh? But the rule's actually called the octet rule. Okay, octet, oct plus oct means 8, right? So the octet rule says everybody wants 8. What are the 2 exceptions to the octet rule?
Hydrogen.
Hydrogen and helium. How many do they want? They each want 2. How many does helium have?
2.
That's 2. Hydrogen, 1. Okay, so the octet rule says everything else wants 8. Even this guy, even fluorine, it's only got 1, but he wants 7 more if you get it. Or he's actually willing to lose that one as well. So he could lose that one to get down to like helium. All right, so we talked about how you have carbon, hydrogen, CH4. So what do elements do to get those 8? What do elements do to get those 8? They share electrons. Okay?
Share electrons.
So on your paper, show me CH4 sharing electrons. Okay. Show the neighbors at your desk if you've already got it.
Oh.
Okay. See if they agree. Okay, good. Now line them up. They need to share. You need to put the hydrogens on the carbon to share. You never feel like you've got it. You're not sure. You too. No. The carbon needs to be shared with those hydrogens.
Hey, around. Hey, can I hold the white one at the end of the class? Can I pay it?
Good. So you don't need the circles. All right. So pretty basic. Yeah, I'm out. Okay. So C has how many valence electrons?
4.
I like Erica's answer. Catherine, how many valence electrons does carbon have? Huh? Why do you say 4?
Because Erica told me.
Okay. So why do you say carbon has 4? Huh? Ah, what group is it in?
Thank you, Anna.
That was
And that is group number
14.
14. So 14 subtract 10, or 4 plus 10, group 14, okay? How many valence electrons does hydrogen have? This. Huh? 1, that's right. So we have 4 hydrogens, each with 1, so they share. Oopsie. Okay, so here's a trick one for you. Actually, hold on. Another way to draw this without the dots is to do with just lines. C, H, 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 and H. That line right there represents sharing of 2 electrons. Okay, so you don't have to do the dots, you can do lines. But one line represents 2 shared electrons. So the hydrogen still has his 2, and his 2, and so on. Okay, so here's the tricky part. What about CO2? Okay, on your paper, draw the electron, the valence electrons with a dot structure for carbon and oxygen on your paper. You've got 1 carbon and 2 oxygens. Draw the dot structure for both. So how many valence electrons does carbon have? How many valence electrons does 2 oxygens have? We're not doing that yet. We're not doing that yet. I just want the valence electrons for carbon and the valence electrons for oxygen. So draw carbon separate. No, over here. Oh. If it's an uppercase level, that means it's there. Oh, yeah. We're not there yet. Okay. Oh, that is right. Good. Wow. 5 minutes. We're not bonding them yet. I just want the valence electrons for carbon, the valence electrons for hydrogen, just like we've done before, like this. So for carbon, it'd be like this, and hydrogen, 1, hydrogen, 1, hydrogen, 1, hydrogen, 1. I want you to do the same thing, but for this. Okay, so we're not putting them together yet. Man, it feels good out there.
Can we have class outside, please?
No,
How about one day?
I don't have a board to write on.
Write on your hand. Buy some whiteboards or like an art shop or something. Hey, write on it. Why don't you crossing your eyes? Trying to be so close to the eyes. Said she did. I thought it was supposed to be your phone that was class outside.
Okay, Tony, how many valence electrons does carbon have?
6.
Really? You gonna believe that guy?
4.
4. Okay, so carbon has 4. China's trying not to talk too much. She doesn't think she can make it. Okay, Austin, how many valence electrons? Hey. How many valence electrons does oxygen have? 6. Why do you say 6? Group number 16. Subtract 10, right? Okay, so I'm going to do that twice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so in your group, I want you to decide together, talking together, not on your phones.
Oh, it's taking the time.
How many more electrons does carbon need? How many more electrons does oxygen need? To have their 8. Okay, talk to the team.
I was taking the time.
Hey, talk to the team.
Well, see what happens. Except right here, I'm gonna get that one. But it's true. Very good, I think it's going on. I do know that.
So how many more electrons in carbon? Erica. Hey, dude, if it's not something now, I'm not gonna happen.
I just gave them a Jordan, for the love of God, please tell me you didn't bring my pencil.
Hey,
It ran out
what
of
the freak, bro? Get back over here.
Get in your seat. Good.
That's certified chicken head right there.
Looks good. Wow, Jordan, you did that. Oh.
All right, so Erica, how many more electrons does carbon need? 4. Okay. Leslie, how many more does oxygen need? 2. Is that going to balance out? It is if we do more than just one bond. We have to do a double bond. Seriously? Don't have your whatever you're doing. Stop. No. You will go to the office if you do that again. And I'll write it up as making orgasmic sounds. Orgasm. Sex.
I was.
That's what it sounds like, so that's what I'm going to write on the referral. So stop. You want me to mimic what you were doing for you?
I was not making orgasm sounds, I know that for a fact.
It sounded like that to me. So stop.
Sounded like that to me.
All right, carbon. So carbon is happening to share with 2 other atoms. He needs 4 more, so he's going to borrow. He's going to say, hey, man, I've got 2 to spare. So he shares 2. Oxygen comes along and says, hey, I've got 2 I can share as well. So now I've got my 8. Okay? And so then this other oxygen is going to do the same thing. Share 2, get 2. So now there's a double bond. Actually, no, I wrote too many. Sorry. Okay? So now oxygen has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He's happy. This oxygen, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That one's happy. And carbon has how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So everybody's got what they need. That's right. They all feel like they nobility. Everybody want to get with me. The other way to draw it's like this. You don't have to draw the other electrons if you draw it in this format. How many electrons are between the 2 here? 4. Each line represents 2. Okay? So this is called a double bond. All right, let me see. Let me give you another one to try on your own. I'll give you a hint on this one. The double bond is going to be between the 2 carbons. This is one molecule. It's going to make something like this, but the double bond is between the 2 carbons. Okay? So the first thing you should do is draw out all your elements with all the dots. Help give you a better vision of what might happen.
Oh my gosh.
How you doing?
I was copying that down.
Yes. Yeah. Let me give you another hint. Whenever you see something like this, the hydrogens are going to distribute evenly to each of the carbons. So what does that mean? How many hydrogens per carbon? 2. There's only 4. 4 divided by 2 is 2 each. Okay? So each carbon is going to have 2. All right, so I already told you there's a double bond between the carbons. Okay? Actually, just to make sure we keep it clear in our minds, we'll use the dot structure. So double bond means 4 electrons. Okay? So that means 2 of these have already been used on each one. Therefore, there are 2 electrons left per carbon. So right now he's got 6, right now he's got 6. So then we bring in the hydrogens. Share 1 to get 1. Share 1 to get 1. Share and share. Okay? So now this carbon has 8, this carbon has 8, this hydrogen has 2, 2, 2, and 2. The other way to draw this is with the lines, of course. So you have carbon, double bond, carbon, single bond, hydrogen, single bond, hydrogen, single bond, hydrogen, single bond, hydrogen. That gives us the same information. Each line represents 2 electrons. Make sense? Are you lying? All right, we'll come back down to this side. So we have single bonds, double bonds, and this, guess what else? Triple bonds. That's right, we got triple bonds. So let me give you a real easy one to try. N2. Sweet. Yeah, cottonwood seed. Cottonwood seed. No, this is cottonwood. This is
Not this one.
oh, really? You're afraid of the seed?
She said, yeah.
Yes.
Brooke.
Yeah. You want the lizard? Snake. Anyway, okay, so dude, get in here. If either one of you, if any of you step out that door again, we're closing it. Open your eyes and come over to the side. Okay? All right, so NH2, so draw the electron structure for nitrogen first. Come on, nitrogen dot structure on your paper. Gonna practice this. How many valence electrons does nitrogen have? Don't tell me, talk to your neighbor. Nitrogen, you're good.
No. Quick.
There's two of them.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, you pulled it up. You gotta be smart on the shade, man. Come on, you can do it. Seriously, you're tripping today.
I'm about to.
All right, so let's see who's got their nitrogen drawn out. Yeah, there's two nitrogen. That's what the little two means.
Don't look at it.
Yeah, it's what down here. Come on, man. There's nothing there either. Not from today. Ionic bond, you erased it. Where did you erase? And you don't know anything. You did erase something, but it had nothing to do with this.
No, I did the circle so you could see it. I circled it. Look, see.
Not quite. How many you have? Is this not? I'll show you.
Huh?
That's what the lines are, what the dots go to. You got it? Very close. It's all right. Okay. All right, let's see, who's gonna get pulled out? Well, hold on, let me ask the question first. How many more electrons does this nitrogen need? Okay, so let's see if we can get an answer. He's not here. Dominique, he's asleep.
I'm not.
How many more electrons does he need?
2.
Close.
No, he needs 3 more.
Right, so he needs 3, that means how many more does he need?
He needs 3.
3, so how are they gonna get 3?
Share.
They have to share 3 to get 3. So nitrogen, he's got 3, he's sharing 1, 2, 3, and then he's got 2 more. 1, 2. So what does this nitrogen do?
Share.
He's got to do the same thing. He's got to share 3. So he comes over 1, 2, 3. He's got 1, 2. So now how many do each of them have?
8.
8.
Wait, why do they each need to be 8 again?
Octet rule. Everybody needs 8, except for hydrogen and helium.
Does I have 1?
Yep.
Did I basically have mine right? Just backwards.
Yeah, you missed a couple of electrons.
Well, I put it in here in the middle and 3 on it.
Right. But there has to be 3 shares. 6 is the total. Okay? How would you write this as a line structure?
3 lines.
That's right, 3 lines. Okay? That's double bond, triple bond. Your mom's double bond. All right, so this one, let me do her. So this is one you can try on your own. C2H2. Again, the C's are going to be together, and the H's are going to be distributed evenly with the carbons.
So you want to share 2, get some.
Carbons are bound together. A hydrogen bonds to each carbon.
How many electrons does the carbon have now?
Alicia,
What's wrong with me?
I said Jordan wants you.
There's gotta be more sharing.
Good boy.
Yes. So we can help people. Yeah, but they're not. They can't share it. Well, they're not going to share that many. They can't share it. That's a start. So, yeah, the hydrogens with the carbons. So, so he's already sharing one with the hydrogen. So where's the other three electrons? For each carbon? Well, try it. Okay, so now how many electrons is carbon?
So mad. Do not argue with me. Leslie will bring it up.
He started at 4. He's sharing one as a hydrogen, so it should have the one he had originally, 2,
No,
now how many does he have? 5. Pretty heavy. So you have carbon, each is bound. That's this cherry.
who's that? She was trying to get
So that means this guy's got 3 electrons. So 6 plus 2.
Yeah, they are.
Shut up, Bruce.
Okay, back to your seats. Let's look at this together.
Put that down behind her.
21? No.
21?
All right, so
21?
the best thing to do is to distribute the hydrogens first. So I've put carbon down, carbon down. I told you already that hydrogen is going to be distributed equally among them. Okay, so we're going to have one hydrogen here, one hydrogen on the other side, and they're sharing the electrons. Now, carbon originally started with how many electrons? 8. Carbon started with how many electrons? 4. Started with 4. So one of them's right here. Where's the other 3? So we're going to put his 3 electrons down here just to think for a second. We'll put the other carbon's 3 down here just to think for a second. So right now, he originally had 4. He got 1 from hydrogen, so now he's got 5. How many more does he need? I got 2 answers. 30. He needs 3 more. Okay? He already has these 3. Oh, look at that. There's 3 more right there. So he'll just share them with the other carbon. So he puts out his 3. Say, yo, man, I need 3 more, but I'll share 3 with you if that's cool. He's like, all right, bro, you got it. Now, how many does this carbon have? It's got 8.
Oh,
It's got 6 plus the 2, and this one's got 6 plus the 2. Everybody's happy. They got nobility. Everybody want to get with me. Now, previously, when I've drawn the circles, I was just trying to show you where the electrons were assigned. So these 8 go to this carbon, and then these 8 are shared with this carbon, and then the hydrogen each has the 2 that they need. Okay, clear as mud?
there. Yeah, blood's really clear.
Really?
Clearer than mud.
Oh, I thought you
Look, I'm giving you.
What?
29?
It's 9%. It's only got some half.
21?
No. He said.
I've seen the video, I know. It's in like every other vine I look at, it's in there somewhere.
You stupid. She said, what's 9 plus? He said, no, not. 9 plus 10. He said, 21? You stupid. Stupid.
All right.
Hey,
That's so cute.
23.
Did I use enough? It's raining. How's it?
All right, so here's one you can try completely on your own. C and chlorine. So this is carbon and chlorine. Carbon and chlorine. CCl4. So label this number 1. Number 2 is N. Oopsie, that's not an N. NH3.
Mr. Taylor, did you say number 1 is CCL4?
CCl4, yep.
But you didn't put the 4 down.
What?
You didn't put the 4 down.
Oh, my bad.
That's number 4? Oh.
Very good, thank you.
Oh, wow. Where'd the dough go? Mr. Taylor.
What?
Where's the dough?
He's fine.
He paying. He paying.
Okay.
That is so funny.
Wait, what's
I know, man.
Call my area. Both sides are like that. I'll see how this thing is too big that they get stuck in my ear.
It'll probably help you if you.
Look, Alicia.
What's CCL? Is it all
Chlorine.
Wait.
Try it. Okay, so let's try one.
It won't come out. It won't come out, bro.
That's
You stupid. You stupid. Stop.
Okay. So, how many points are there? You don't have to write. So, how many more electrons?
You stupid. What's not plus 10?
How many more electrons?
19.
Oh, 25.
Wait.
21.
Trish. Almost 10. 21.
Need help mentally or otherwise?
Otherwise, I'm not replying. I'm not replying. We did. I just got the message. See? You had a quick look back on it. Bone gel. Bone. Alicia, Clay, and Tana's gonna do something good. Bone gel.
So let's see.
Tana. Tana. What's up? Please. Alright, if you don't say no, I'm not saying after school.
Oh my God, I promise you.
Say something.
I'll leave it charged.
Say something. 9. 9. Oh, 8.
What's your answer?
8. Huh?
What's your answer? What's your answer?
Oh. So we just put it in our head. History. Oh, so you're only good at history. Yeah. I was trying to get
Oh, look at the camera.
He really doing his thing. We was walking, he said, oh, she's on.
Because I already wrote it, that's it.
Hey, Mr. Taylor?
No.
I can go longer than you. I can go longer than you. Hey, Tommy, I can go longer than you. Bet. Which one bet? Put on everything I will. No, cause you already owe me $5 anyway. Alright, this one.
Hey, are you already done? Your family's Asian?
Yeah, okay. Haven't you seen you?
Austin's now.
I don't believe that. The house is just because I'm around them,
He snapped the camera from like, he said the camera when you ran. Stop beating up. Hey, people.
Mr. Taylor.
I was like this, and I saw you throw it. I was looking at it, and I can see it from my eye right now. Do something, and I can see what you're doing. Quit touching your head.
Alright,
I saw you throw it.
go ahead and put your piece away. We'll check your answers next time. All right, everybody got your seats, please. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, Kristen, come on. Jordan. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I got that out of
Do it again.
You don't want to see it, you'll hear it.